some 8 bars of what soul represents.
Hello everyone, happy homecoming. I'm your host Chloe Cowans, and we have an amazing episode planned for today. But first, let's get into this semester. This insane construction, what was first a 10-minute walk, it's now 30 minutes. In the school, they admitted over 7,000 students, so it's definitely busy around here. But our football team, they have been going crazy on the field, and they face Arizona this weekend. So we asked Kenneth to give us a little pregame commentary, so take a look.
My name is Cullen, and I'm here with Kenneth Bowman, and today we'll be looking at this Saturday's homecoming game. Now, Kenneth, as I mentioned, this Saturday is our homecoming game, but that's not the only reason it's a big matchup. You know, it's also a Big 12 face-off against Arizona. So how are you feeling going into this one?
I'm feeling very confident in the Cougs. They're looking to obtain bowl eligibility with their 6th win, as they're sitting at 5-1 right now, and they're also just looking to stack another win for their conference record.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, this game could give them bowl eligibility, but how does Houston, not look past this game and make sure that they bring home a W?
I think they're, Coach Fritz, he says every season or every game is 1-0. It's its own season.
Right.
And, the entire team has that mentality that's going 1-0. They're not looking in the past. They're not looking in the future. They're just focused on the matchup that's in front of them. Right.
And I agree. And there's a ton of distractions going into this game. It's homecoming, bowl eligibility on the line. But what do you think Arizona's mentality looks like going into this game? They're coming off of a tough loss, made a few mistakes in the fourth quarter of the last one. What do you think they're looking and trying to do?
Yeah, with Arizona, they're coming off of a devastating loss against BYU. They played them really well, and BYU's a good team, but ultimately they couldn't just finish the game in overtime against BYU, and they ended up taking the loss. With Arizona sitting at 4-2, I think right now they're trying to save their season, because when you had a third loss and you're 4-3, that bowl eligibility for Arizona, it gets harder and harder, especially with the tougher, relatively tougher opponents they have down the line after Houston.
Right. And are you expecting anything from them, offensively or defensively? What are you expecting from this matchup on both sides?
I think both teams will play well defensively. They're evenly matched in terms of, rankings and numbers where they're at defensively. Right. Arizona, they have a good quarterback. They have a good running back room. And, Houston, Connor Wigman, he's pretty good. He threw for 306 last week. Yeah. And Dean Connors, Jabon Burnett, he's getting healthier. DJ Butler. So I think they're kind of evenly matched teams, in my opinion.
Finally, I want to ask you, what is your score prediction for this Saturday's game?
I'd say 38-24. I think they put up a good performance last week. Mm-hmm. And Arizona, it's a desperate team. And I think if you can come out early, if they can start fast, they can kind of put them away early.
All right. Well, thank you, Kenneth. Thank you for watching. Back to you, Chloe.
All right, thank you, Kenneth, for that. Now, I'll admit that I may not know that much about sports, but I do believe in my Cougars, and I think they're going to win this weekend. But I do know a little bit about design, and speaking of design, we have our first Cougar Cribs. So let's take a look with Emmie in this crib that she went to tour.
Hey, thank you. That was a good part. I'm Fatima. I'm an RA here. We have the restroom here, which I don't ever use the head side at the top.
I can see why.
Yes.
I wouldn't either. Yeah, I see you have a lot of art on your walls.
Yes, so this is all art that I made myself. I wholeheartedly believe in decorating my space with my art.
What is your most recent art piece that you've done?
Most recent on this wall, it would have to be the one at the very top.
How long did it take you?
I would say maybe 30 minutes.
Oh.
Yes, the art of pressured tears. My plant that I love the most is jade. She's a bird of paradise, and I've had her the longest, I believe 3 years now.
Wow,
And
that's a long time.
yes, she's the biggest out of all of my plants. Okay, so, well, this is not my most favorite shirt in the closet, but I feel like it's a nice collector's piece. This is the Lacoste National Geographic collab, and I found this, I thrifted it. And so, yeah, I think this is a collab from 2014. It's discontinued.
Lacoste is expensive.
Yes, so I really like this shirt. Yeah.
Cool shirt. I know you work at New Era Thrifted. Do you ever like get any clothes from there?
Yes, actually, I do get a lot of my tees from there. I would say my favorite t-shirt right now, this striped shirt. With
That
this,
gives me like Charlie Christmas vibes.
yes, it's like lavender and avocado.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this shirt too. So my 2 favorite shirts, and they're both from New Era Thrifted.
Period. What is it like being an RA?
I would say that it's manageable. It can be a little bit difficult, like if you get behind on your paperwork. But aside from that, I would say that it's not too much of a workload. And RA application is just open.
Period. What is it like to not have a roommate?
Amazing, great. I love having my own space. So.
Thank you for letting us tour your room, Fatima.
Yes, thank you for coming. And
Back to the show.
They told you I ain't holding this, somebody lied. If you ain't riding, swing, move to the side. If they told you I ain't
Here we have the owner of Do BBQ, which is a barbecue spot right by the stadium, Popajoe. So everyone give it up for Popajoe. And he actually brought us some food. So tell us what you brought with us today.
Right now I have our number one is the Creole candy wings. We smoke them and then we season them and smoke them for like 2 hours and then we deep fry them. And we have the boudin balls that we make fresh every day. And we have the chicken floppers and they're smoked as well with the beef empanadas.
You also got some fries.
Yeah.
So
and we got different sauces too.
what are the sauces? What are those about?
The Creole candy sauce is over there. It's a homemade jalapeno ranch, and it's the regular ranch, and it's all made inside our restaurant here.
Homemade, did you come up with the recipe or?
No, I didn't come up with the recipe. I'm not the cook,
Oh.
I spice it up here and there, but no, Kenneth Williams, he's the cook, and he's part ownership with us and Omar.
So where are you originally from?
Richmond, Texas, Fort Bend County.
Richmond, Texas. So how does where you're from influence the type of food you make?
Well, when you're from the outskirts and you get inspired by the big city, you come in there, you go hard. You go harder than other people that's kind of relaxed around here because you got something to prove. And I'm gonna prove it to them and myself that I'm gonna make this alive and take it as far as I can.
Nice. So what made you start Do BBQ and pick UH as the location?
Well, I have a great friend. He's like family. His name is Paul Wall, and he fell in love with the Creole candy wings. And he was always trying to get back to Kenneth to get to the wings. And my brother named Don Solomon was like, hey man, we need to do it ourselves. Let's get with Kenneth and let's come up with a name. And he named it Do BBQ. And once I saw the vision, I created it from there.
Nice. So what were some of those challenges that you came across with trying to start this restaurant?
Just picking the right spot, and by Paul Wall being connected to U of H, we picked all his colors. During this time, it was before U of H got the blue back, so we was bringing it back anyway, and it was a God blessing right there. And I have a friend named Fred, and Fred, he works here, and he kind of like helped open the door for us to get on U of H campus.
Yes, the right location because we needed this. We do not have, something like this on campus, so this was perfect. Because like the only wings, it's like Wingstop. And no offense to Wingstop, but who want Wingstop? Boo if you hate Wingstop. Boo. Yeah, I don't like Wingstop. They wings be too greasy and all that. But this don't look greasy. This look good.
Yeah, it's what to do in the house.
Yeah, what to do in the house. So what are some of those future plans that you guys have for the business?
Well, we partnered up with Chartwell here, and that's the food service people that's here on campus, and they have more than 50 different college campuses. And we're just gonna, keep that partnership and and open up more doors on a lot of different college campuses. You know, I'm really targeting the kids, the youth. I think I know they're the future, so that's my marketing plan.
I actually don't like that you guys close so early at 6 o'clock. So is that going to change, or
yes,
what are we thinking?
These things that have been happening on campus, you know, of the tragedy, you know, that makes us want to open up to 10. So I already kind of pushed the motion for that. So they don't have to go off campus and get no good food, you know, they can go right here. So it's a lot of pressure about that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on this show. Everybody give it up for Popajoe.
Go Cougs.
Thank you, Popajoe, so much for coming on the show. It was such a great conversation. You guys can check out his restaurant right beside the stadium, What It Do BBQ. It's very hard to miss. You guys can also follow us on Instagram at Cougar So Late Night and send us a DM if you want to be a part of the show. Thank you so much for watching. Happy homecoming and have a great night.
8 bars of what school represents.
No turkey legs.
Wait,